these dramatic events politically in Zimbabwe. From now onwards, it's going to be intense. And I think you can tell with the language that is being paraded in the streets in Zimbabwe by ZANU-PF members that the party is in turmoil. Now, Temba Mliswa, at one point he was an independent candidate, seemingly out of ZANU-PF, but now he is no longer a parliamentarian, and guess what? He is entering the terrain of succession, and in this regard, choosing the faction of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and he had no kind words to Chris Mutsvangwa. Chris Mutsvangwa, who has been actually surprisingly standing firm against the imminent rise of Mudawashe Chagwirei, which was seen actually as a strategy for the continuity of Mnangagwa. Chagwirei was supposed to come in, succeed Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, but these days they are quiet. The question is, have they given up on actually pushing Mudawashe Chagwirei, or they are also deciding to act like Blessed Keza and they are doing their things privately? Only time will tell. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Tonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. In an interview that was done by this other channel, which shut down the other channel of mine, Temba Mliswa says Chris Mutsvangwa should, I want to repeat this statement. He says Chris Mutsvangwa should never talk and eat at the same time. What is the meaning of this? He is saying Chris Mutsvangwa must never talk and eat at the same time, which means in ZANU-PF, you should, talking in this context, it is not in the sense of someone saying you should just be mute. No. Talking in this it is actually standing up against the plan of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. That is to elevate Mudawashe Chagwirei. That is what he is simply saying. He cannot actually be doing that and be receiving money from ZANU-PF, considering that ZANU-PF is truly a corrupt cartel under Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Let me just play an audio of him saying that. Let me just.
Everything is done openly. So it is not but Mutsvangwa must. So let's start the boss of the party. Mutsvangwa must have manners. You can't talk and eat at the same time. Table manners. You can't talk and eat at the same time. There's a tendency, maybe because of a glass of whiskey, one or two, to forget who is making him eat. He has supported the party, and many other people have supported the party.
And Temba Mliswa striking so hard Chris Mutsvangwa, saying maybe it is because sometimes he takes a glass of whiskey. So exposing also that Chris Mutsvangwa drinks. I have thought as much, because some of the things that are done by Chris Mutsvangwa sometimes cannot be done by a sober person. Some of the things can really be done by someone who is drunk. He has acted. That's why I always laugh most of the times, especially when I deal with issues that has something to do with Chris Mutsvangwa. But in this Casey is actually accused. That is why I say it surprisingly. I was surprised, in fact, when Chris Mutsvangwa decided to stand up against Gudawa Chakure. I was one of the people who was really surprised, and I was like, Chris Mutsvangwa can actually do that? I mean, something was offish within me, but it appears he's sincere in doing so. And let me just for a moment say, you see, the sentiments that are shared by Temba Mliswa deciding to attack Chris Mutsvangwa, don't ever think it is Temba Mliswa versus Chris Mutsvangwa. Temba Mliswa has decided to join the faction of Emmerson Dambudzo, and he is wrestling against the faction of retired General Chiwenga. Now, I've said I'm not so sure exactly where does Chris Mutsvangwa stands, because at one point he appears to be on the side of the faction of Chiwenga. At one point he appears to be on the faction of Emmerson Dambudzo. Really, you can. Some they are saying he has political ambitions to take over from Emmerson Dambudzo, but I think they are actually attacking Brother Maninzi. They call him Brother Maninzi. I think they are attacking the man, or obviously sometimes he should be forgiven if indeed he is taking whiskey going to these press briefings. We have seen ZANU-PF not giving Chris Mutsvangwa mic these days, especially to do his explosive press briefings. I'm not so sure. Maybe he's gonna do one very soon, and I can actually attest to you that he would he would not just let Temba Mliswa to go by, to pass by, to just shoot as he pleases on him without responding. Definitely he is going to respond, but now what is the significance of this interview that was done, especially by with this man Temba Mliswa? Now look at this. This interview goes to underscore a point, a very, very critical point, that there is serious trouble within ZANU-PF. There is trouble in paradise. Remember, all these people were sent by Emmerson Dambudzo strategically so to give an impression to Chiwenga that it's not him who wants to go to 2030, it is these people, and he is not part of that. So that goes to where ZANU-PF is going, especially heading to the ZANU-PF conference. That on its own shows that they are two bulls within one crow, and where we are going, things are really going to be seriously intense. So this interview on its own shows that there is Mnangagwa is adamant with 2030. On the other side, the other faction is also adamant that 2030 you will see it on your watch, as Blessed Geza actually alluded that 2030 would only be realized on the watch of Emmerson Dambudzo. and Blessed Geza continues to mock this by actually making his videos to come precisely at exactly 2030, saying, I think the 2030, is watching these videos of mine on YouTube, nothing more or nothing less. Also, especially when Blessed Geza comes through, I think ZBC loses a lot in terms of its viewers, because the whole nation gets to glue on the YouTube channel of Blessed Geza. Afterwards, it will be one analysis after another. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. Also, you can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Let me take this last moment to invite you to also please share my album, which I shared fact, last night, it came last night. It is available on this channel. It is also, on each and every song, if you click to the topic, you will see there are links there where you can actually stream the song on various social media platforms, or digital platforms rather, where you can actually get to buy the song or also further stream the song. This will help me in terms of continuing with the project. Okay, Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Don't forget to go and watch the music and share with your loved ones after this live broadcast.